Hello, welcome back to a new review. Remember all how it started with the 4C with this Mughal type bow from NIKA Archery Elong Outdoor with carbon. Was a good starting point, even there were some things which did not work out perfectly. They just used the mold from this old plastic one. One could have made some refinements and this bow would have been even better, but it's still a nice shooting bow. But in between we had then the Assyrian bow. Remember that I had the white one, really nice, with 35-inch draw. And now we have, I showed already a little unboxing, the Jingyuan Ming Dynasty bow. So you get the sleeves, as it's a takedown again. And it's made like with this carbon fiberglass again, like we had with the other ones, with the logo and the poundage. I showed this in the video and somebody asked what the poundage. The only thing directly, again, we have this cheap wrap thingy here, but it's fine. The combination here is solid, so once it's closed, it's closed. You have here a nice little ridge, and then here you have a really nice defined sear. And this time the sear looks a little bit better compared to, see, that was the sear of the old one, just thin for the plasticky thingy, and now we have a nice sear with a proper bush and kazan almost, but of course it's not a Turkish bow, it's Ming Dynasty inspired, NIKA Archery. It's the, one sec, it's a TR-1C. So it sounds like a robot, but hey, it's a Jingyuan. It has a length of 52 inches. Weight is 610 grams. It's carbon and fiberglass. Has a draw weight. You can have it from 14 to 50 pounds at 28 inches in 2 pounds increments. Has a bracelet of 7 inches and a max draw of 35. And I think because the documentation is so new that they didn't have it even printed, I only have the PDF. I think this referred still to the Assyrian bow. I'm not sure if this bow in 52-inch length will do 35, but if it does, I will be more than impressed. But if this one does nice 32, fine by me. So maybe it's just a typo. We will figure that out where we go. You can have this one in this 3K matte, like I have here, then in white, like you know it from the Assyrian, then in Celadon, some bluish color. Or you could have this one in 3K black and then with a Jingyuan pattern. And I wish they would have sent me this one because I would like to see if it looks cheap or if it looks good. So I can't tell. And the price, somebody asked already, what's the price? I said, watch the video. $390 US is not even 350 euros. You get a solid piece of bow, takedown. So let's see how it performs. The only thing I always think is here this too much bend in the handle, but I don't know. Like here you see this was like, I don't know, but if it works, it works. You get then of course a documentation with your bow. This one is now the wrong one because I said the new one is still not printed. This is the one from the Assyrian, and then you see all the colors and how to string and what have you. Really nice. And they have a nice, even a brochure now with all the bows. I mean, they come from Olympic, they make risers for Olympic bows and stuff, and the traditional bows is just this side project. So we have here the normal, the ET4 Jingyuan, the plastic one, and the carbon I just showed. Then we have here long Hans here, I never saw this one. And we have the Assyrian, and now the new one is this one. There is no documentation yet available for this one, but it will once you order. You get a sticker, a warning sticker, obviously, that archery is dangerous. If you can't read it in English, you can read it in Chinese. Then you get, of course, a string. And what I like, I might not use, you get a little, I think it's a little leather sticky. You can put here on the side of your bow, so you don't have wear and tear on your grip. But I don't like this rubber grip anyway, so I don't care right now. I don't put it on. I said, and of course you get the string. I can tell you some things if you want. If you don't want, I will tell them anyway, because I can. Let's see how long I can manage without glasses. Normal calipers would just do the job. 21.8, so 22 millimeters, just fine. Very narrow. And we have a 7-inch brace height, fine. Let's see what my length will say. I don't know how they measure the length of 52 inches. Knock to knock. That we use one kind of standard. Yeah. So here it's 56 inches and supposed 35-inch max draw, but I said we get to this in a sec. String is nice, and somebody asked already why isn't some Asiatic bows the string not twisted, because it doesn't have to. The less twisted the better. So if you twist it a lot, you can get a torque in the bow, and some bows don't like it. So don't twist your string. They're usually made in the right length for your bow. So let's string this pretty bow. Here everything nice and thin, so there's no unneeded weight. This is everything smooth, and then you have a nice ridge running back there. Let's see where the loop ends exactly here. See, I saw this one is nice made. Not an afterthought like with the first one. This one is really nice. In stringing, as you saw, it's a 30 pound at 28. Stringing is very easy. Oh, look at this. That looks like a pretty bow. Ming, a Jingyuan. So, and the handle is together, so, and once the bow is strong, where shall it go? Oui, nice. Stiff. Still stiff, still stiff. Here it gets flexible, so 35 I don't see, but that's me. What little do I know of archery, you know? There we have a little, you see this? But it was more like a prototype, so it's not the final version. You see that the carbon has a little weird shape, but it's fine. This really looks good here. So what do we have here? Oh, in this direction, so you can torque this to the max. The handle is big. See that? My fingers just touch here, so handle is fine, feels good. Of course, the bow is a little heavy. It's a lot of fiberglass and carbon, so it's not the most lightweight bow in the world. It's 605. Comparable laminated bow would weigh half of it, but you know, this is what you get. Let's see about the 30 pounds. I didn't even check first. Let me check first my normal check. No? So here is a little slag. Yeah, I said until here feels nice. You could probably go more, but then the string angle is already beyond. But the draw is nice. Let's see what it has. This is a 28, right? I put it at 28. Did you move? No, you didn't move. Good. It's too hot. $30.9, perfectly fine for me. So plus 1 pound, easy peasy. We have a brace height of 6.5. So I don't know where they get the 7 inches from. And I don't know the weight of the arrow, but I would use with this one 9 better 10 grain. 30 pounds at 28. I don't know what we have now, how long we can draw. These arrows are 33 inches. Ooh, this draws actually really nice. And further than I thought. Geh weg. Oh, and center shot, the second shot, the center shot. Let's see different ones. So they are longer. These are the barreled ones from Alipo. I love these arrows. They're just a little too stiff for most of my bows. The draw is nice. These are lightweight ones from Nijora, but they're 35.5 inches. Let's see what they say. A bit too lightweight maybe, but doesn't feel like dry firing yet. This bow is good. They're a little too soft. Let's take a barreled one again. So you need a good spine for that one. The Nijora ones are a little too soft. Oh, heavy, but straight. So I would draw until here. Then it gets stiff. Let's see how far this is. For me, I might put it on a tiller stock and draw mechanically up to 35, and then we see. So until here feels good for me, and this is 33 inches. So up to 33, really nice. 35, I'm not sure yet, but easy 33. That's nice. I mean, look at this bow. Oh wait, I forgot. I need to go ying a little here. So with the lightweight arrows, you feel it a little, but stick with 9-10 grain. Wow, now I need to see what we have at full draw. Let's see what we get. $39.6, 40 pounds. 10 grain would be 400 grain. Be just fine for this bow. Holy cow. I did not think that this is such a nice bow. The only thing is heavy, yes, but once you get over this, it's still only half of the weight of some modern Olympic bow, but compared to any other laminated bow, it's quite heavy, but it's quite substantial, yet it's... Look here, nothing. There is nothing. Nothing. And here, it's fine. So here, everything is quite stiff. So we get a lot of pressure here, but I said we have here even a little ridge there. So I think this bow works nice. Look at this again. Until here, but smooth, so no. Builds up nicely, as you saw, in 5 inches, 10 pounds. It's 2 pounds per inch, it's perfect. Hoo-hoo. The only thing is that you get the right arrows for it. They are a little too heavy and too stiff. They are 550 grain, they are way too heavy. Almost center. Ho ho. Oh, but of course they're too heavy. Easy, not fine. This one is a little more light. Now this one is 550. Oh, okay. The other ones were even heavier. Yeah, ding a little bit. Let's shoot the ones from Nijora. They are 410. We had 40 pounds, so that would be 10 grain. Feels almost a little, but they are 600 spine, and this is a little too soft. Oh yeah, they went quite, they've wobbled quite a bit. But, you know what there is built in? Katra, you know. Yeah. Ho ho. I use now 460 grain arrows. They're a little bit heavy, but they should be a nice compromise. Oops, to the right. Let's see. Takes one shot, and you know what the bow is doing. Really? This bow is good. I should just bet. Oh, really? NIKA Archery. Fine. Chaka, what a nice bow. So these are a little heavier, but wait a second, they are. Besides that, they are really shitty fletched. But I think they're 400 or something, so they should be fine at 33 inches. Oh, too low. Yeah, the fletching is crap. Then you better shoot a bare shaft before you shoot with bad fletching. Yeah, they are still 400. The thing is, Chinese companies like to put super glue on the feather, and it's just not working. It makes them so brittle, and when they hit something, it breaks off. Nice. I like this bow. I wish I could see this with a pattern in here, but even this black one. That's a really good bow. Of course, not different poundage, so you can't really compare it, but just though you see this one, the Yuan. Still a nice bow. Up to 50 pounds, I think. 14 pounds, I don't think it makes sense because it's too much weight in the limbs. But everything between, just nice. The heavy weight means, of course, everything is here heavy and you feel it a little bit. Choose the right arrow weight, a little heavier. You sacrifice a bit speed, but it's for your comfort. 460 is just fine. Oh yeah. Let's torque. Shall we torque? Okay. As this bow does not move here, even here, so torque resistant. Me likey. $460. Let's see what they're doing. I would say 160 maybe. 53. $159. Accurate. 164. Oh, even 500. Yeah, looks like 150. So with 460 grain, which is 11-12 grain per pound, you get solid 160 foot per second. 410 grain. Just for the sake of, they don't fly nice because they're a little too soft. Just for the speed. 161. Oops, the right way around. And 55, so doesn't do a lot. Then better take a little heavy arrows. Speed doesn't change that much. Thumb ring time. This nice thumb ring, I forgot the name, from AsianBows.com, from Ugur. Shallow hook, or maybe a little more. But the nice thing with this one is a groove runs out here. You can shallow hook and then twist in this direction or in this direction and release without opening your thumb. And that's cool. Let's see if I manage. I'm talking. Yeah, you know. We do a little string twist. And then... But the arrow flies more straight. It's fine. So, takes a little bit. Didn't shoot thumb ring for a while, huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you can leave it. It's a little more than shallow hook. Nice. So 33-inch max throw with it, but still we want to try with one of the massive for no reason. As I did a video, remember, look at the string and look at the ring. They don't match, so your release will never be as clean as it could be because the ring is way too fat. Custom thumb ring archery, and even my friend Wolfgang from Hardcore Bows makes thin Manchu rings, and this is enough. See, string and ring, fully enough for what we are doing. Wolfgang even does not shoot the Manchu ring like Manchu ring. He puts it back there and said it's fine for him, so he draws a little longer with this. I still prefer the traditional Manchu way, but up to you. You can ask Wolfgang, he can make them to the 10th of a millimeter for you, but not with my logo on it there. For me, you have to pay more. if my logo is on it. Up, too big today. Yeah, it's a bit too big today. I need a smaller one. The thing is, I really need to sit, and my thumb is now sweaty. That's why we take a wood one, the lantern from Burmel. Let's see what this one does in shallow. The shallow hookers. Yeah, way more control. This lantern is just one of my favorites. And I saw so many people on my courses with this lantern ring. And they all like it. It's a nice ring. And in wood, you know, it's not plasticky, so it takes up a little of the humidity of your thumb. It's not so sweaty, not so slippery, it's just nice. But back to the bow. Does everything you want. It's just a really, really good bow. And 350 euros, $390. Not sure if we draw in between already a little longer. Maybe the bow opened up. Let's see. That was the draw from before. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We are now at, can't even read it, 33 and a half inches. So we're working on it, 33 and a half. Let's see again, and put it to 33. Yeah, but then it's really getting stiff, so 33 and a half. A solid 33, which is, as I said, fully fine for me. I expected that. I expected 32, but it does really nice 33, but not 35. So I will tell NIKA, oh, heavy arrows, let they change that before they print it and put it in the box. Some extra of 33. That's why I didn't find it even yet on the website, because this bow is so brand new and they sent it to me first. Nice. You feel it a little bit, yes, but. And the only thing here in the beginning, you have here 2-3 inches of where is nothing happening, and then it starts. So I guess we should not do that. No. Twist the string, but we twist it now because this bow is so torque resistant. So we twist in the string a little bit because it said 7 inches brace height. Let's see where we are. Now we're almost at 7. And now you have here, it's just a little bit of slag and then the bow starts already, but most probably you lose it at the end. Let's see. We gained now 1/2 inch in brace height. Nice. Oh, nice. So, string was a little long. Shoot's not even nicer. Yep, this is how it should feel. Maybe even a little bit more, but now 7-inch brace height and this bow behaves really nice. I need to do more shots. 460 grain again. And with a little higher brace height. Nice. Nice, so 32, 33 inches, just fine. Incredible bow, really. And 350 euros for, I need to show you again. Just in case you skip the beginning. And I'm ready to rock. Isn't that cool? And it's so really, oops, no, of course you need to untwist it again. And it's really easy to string, so there is nothing. First of all, this one, you can't put it the opposite way because I have this triangle here with the matching female part. Zack. Fits nicely. It doesn't go any further, so that's fine. And then you grab your string. For the one who was stringing his Turkish bow the other way around, let me show you again. So how to string and unstring these bows. He did step through, and now one of the string bridges came off. So you put the string in the top loop, and you hold it here with a long thumb upwards, okay? And you make sure that the takedown doesn't come apart. Then you put the lower limb above your kneecap, and you see then this big surface here, your whole thigh is on the here. Then you just let the handle point out a little bit. People think then you bend the bow unequal, but it's not true. Look at this. You bend both limbs nicely. So much easier. And you're done. Unfortunately, I don't get any commission when you buy the bow, but buy one. It's a really nice bow. If you want a lightweight bow, don't get it. But for the rest, if the weight does not bother you, you want a nice takedown, a solid takedown, a good performer, not too fast, but nice draw. This is it. Precision, I am not there yet. I admit that. As I'm always honest, some people don't like that with me, but you know, look another channel where they lie to you. But it works. Yeah. Now you have center shot and center shot. So what can I say? A few shots and you know what the bow is doing. I'm not sure if I would leave this handle on. I think I would make something nice in leather like I did here. I got this once from, I forgot his name. It's 2 layers of leather because the handle here was really small and now it's big and beefy and it's nice. And I would make something similar here. Looks nicer, feels better. Still a nice bow. He's not, I said, well, who cares? But look at this now. Great. So, this anytime. You have 350 euros laying around and you want something in either black or white or this turquoise color or with this, I would take this one with the stickers because they look good. It just depends how they look in reality. If they are too, whatever, plasticky, too shiny, like, you know, like the Emperor, what was it, Emperor? Keshik. It's too shiny, matte, and then maybe the sticker is matte too, and it's perfect. Nice bow, so I have nothing to complain. Price is fine. Speed, yeah, 160, but with 11 grain. But it's fine, then you don't feel too much in the hand. Just fine. Nice bow. Das Katra has a little bit, yes, but it's, of course, it's not a balanced laminated bow, it's fiberglass and carbon. It's what you get, but it's great. What I like is that the company did not stop after the first bow, which was a hassle, and then they had to stop production because they couldn't make that many bows as they thought, but they learned from their mistakes and they evolved via the Assyrian bow you saw in this video, and now this one. Assyrian you need to like, it's quite long with 35-inch draw. This one is way shorter, but does 33. And this one is now, you feel that this one is refined. Of course, it's still due to the material. Cannot be the fastest, obviously, because you have a lot of weight here, but it's fine by me. I can go 3D. The owl is dead. Yeah. Nice. So this one, a really nice one. So thank you very much, NIKA Archery or Elong Outdoor, for sending the bow to me. Really nice. I will tell them about the 33-inch, not 35. Maybe it does 35, but it's beyond any reasonable string angle then. But here everything is nice. This one is a little wider now. It's smooth. Everything is really nice. Look, I mean, look at this. It's really nice. So this is a bow I like. I said if you can live with the double weight of it, the rest is just fine. You have here metal in it. The handle is not moving. This is a 30-pound. You feel barely. Of course, you have here really, it's already going forward, so you feel this one coming back, but the handle itself is not moving at all. I like that. Really nice. Again, thank you very much, NIKA Archery, for sending it to me. Stop now, otherwise it's too hot. By the way, yeah, you know that. Thank you very much for watching, subscribing, commenting, checking out my online courses. I did a few, I had to examine a few examination shootings. For the advanced course, it's not so easy. Basic course is usually quite simple, so you learn all the basics, but with the advanced, but yeah, some people get influenced by or learn from different sources, and then I see it, of course, in the examination shooting, and then I see, example, I always tell you, hold the bow on the side and just point to the target. It's the easiest way, but then they have the bow here, then I put it here. Your horse will not like it, and this is just from a different shooting style. So don't mix it up, just stick with it and you learn real good basics. Thank you everybody for watching, for your time. Catch you in the next one.